On the finger, 1 foot out the door, the paper on my bezel, my mind on the road. On the finger, 1 foot out the door, the paper on my bezel, my mind on the road. On the finger, one foot out the door, the paper on my bezel, my mind on the road. On the finger, 1 foot out the door, the paper on my bezel, my mind on the road.
Championship on the line right now. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackling at the 12.
3-4. Most likely the top 4.
And it comes down to this after a regular season schedule.
From the cities that relate.
Teams have 4 into it.
Order scoring to its fullest extent.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Finds a target on the right. It's complete. Defense backed up against the momentum.
Devastation, desolation, much greater. Resident Evil Requiem.
There's handoff on first and goal.
Any event, the intent, much
Just getting settled into this conference championship game. This offense already is points on the board.
And they are not wasting any time at all settling into this football game. They got straight to the reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the...
Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field.
First personal foul.
Final round. Fight!
It's lit 100.2 FM. The playlist at 6. And the lit squad has you locked in for the next hour. The city's best hits. News, entertainment, sports, and gossip. The Lit Squad. Melissa Carson, Corey Knox, Dev Scrams, and final round on the mixers. It's gonna be
Really
lit.
good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back. Situational awareness and a first down.
Makes the grab. It's Williams. They stop the receiver sack. This is going to be really difficult. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Trapped again in the pocket.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed. Played by that defender to knock it away.
Grab near the sticks. It's Knox. Who's in the clear? Forced out of bounds after a big game. This offense set up for the first down.
Well, sometimes as a quarterback, you just never know, right? I mean, here's a short throw, and give credit to this wide receiver, not just making the catch, but look at the production after the catch. That's what separates the good receivers from the great ones.
possession. They pressure and sack and will be tackled inside the 10.
Boy, this defense is having a game. So much pressure, so many sacks already. We're not even to halftime. The offense better do a better job of protecting, and I think the offense coordinator needs to make some adjustments in his pass pro to give this quarterback a chance.
A serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. It's a sack. They've got it back at the 4-yard line.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Looking to throw. And the returner decides to sit. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The pocket breaking down. Down he goes. Sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
And sets up a 2nd down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball.
Athletic enough to be able to make that catch. This guy pounds those shoulders in to make blocks play after play. I think it's very nice to be
A deep shot to the left side. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He will score. Touchdown, Bearcats.
love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with no urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
USA Championship game that's already had its share of stirring moments. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to Chris.
And appreciate the breakdown. Bringing it out, it's Anderson. They get get the second half started with a running play. First down and more. He's still running 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Looking deep to the right side. And he's got it down there inside for downfield.
The quarterback tries to check it down, but how about the defensive speed to be able to sniff that out?
Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Well, Chris, halftime is about trying to make adjustments of what you learned from the first half. You come out and start the second half thinking about this is how we're going to set the tone, and you throw an interception. It's going to put a lot of pressure on this quarterback the rest of the game.
We'll give it to the running back. He stopped short of the ball.
I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go
Back down the long way to go for a first down. From the shotgun, here's the inside give. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down. And out comes the field goal unit.
Trigger on the
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Dropping back to the throw for the first down.
That one is incomplete. A big play there on 3rd down. Now a big decision coming up here on 4th.
mind on the roll.
Turner, what they can do this time. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Bought some time, now lets it go. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking to set up a screen pass here.
Line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's
The Bearcats will have to take it away.
3-4, most likely the top 4. 5-6, is it a hit or is it a miss? 7-8, we from the cities that are late. 9-10, all the scoring to its fullest extent.
Snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball.
That's the score. He's intercepted.
Brought down after a short return. But the kick sets up the offense.
what a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Big pass into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field
Final
goal.
round.
You're looking for a touchdown.
Fight!
It's lit 100.2 FM. The playlist at 6. And the Lit Squad has you locked in for the next hour. The city's best hits. News, entertainment, sports, and gossip. The Lit Squad. Melissa Carson, Corey Knox, Dev Scrams, and Final Round on the mixes. It's gonna be lit.
Finally make the stop, but a chunk play there moves the ball inside the 10.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback in on his 1st and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. Nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Methodical but effective. They're probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a
Trigger on the finger, 1 foot out the door. The paper on my bezel, my mind on the road. Trigger on the finger, 1 foot out the door. The paper on my bezel, my mind on the road.
Trigger on the finger, 1 foot out the door. The paper on my bezel, my mind on the trigger on the finger. 1 foot out the door. The paper on my bezel, my mind on the road. One foot out the door. The paper on my bezel, my mind on the road. 1 foot out the door. The paper on my bezel, my mind on the road.
Let's hit a grand new 3-4, most likely the top 4, 5-6. Is it a hit or is it a miss? 7-8, we from the cities that relate. 9-10, order scoring to its fullest extent. Trigger on the finger breakers, artillery fire much blazer. Battlefield 6 launch day, no beta. Sparks flying, gun lasers, no sabers. Devastation, desolation, much greater. Resident Evil requiem, the lone crater. For any event, the intent, much major.
Final round, fight!
It's lit 100.2 FM. The playlist at 6. And the Lit Squad has you locked in for the next hour. The city's best hits. News, entertainment, sports, and gossip. The Lit Squad. Melissa Carson, Corey Knox, Dev Scrams, and final round on the mixes. It's gonna be lit.